Well, it's the first beyond the dream of the new year, and we focus on a woman known for becoming a first in jazz music history. It all began in Harlem, USA, actually, a place of storied history in American music and culture. It's a place where legendary performers and musicians gave birth to America's most indigenous art form. We're talking jazz. Duke Ellington, Lena Horne, Cab Calloway, Louis Armstrong were among the trailblazers working their craft in Harlem nightclubs like the Cotton Club and Minton's, paving the way for future artists like a young girl from Dallas, Texas named Bobbi Humphrey. And she's our focus of today's Beyond the Dream.
In 1971, I came to New York. I had $400, my flute, and my faith.
She is known as the First Lady of Flute, Bobbi Humphrey. Her journey to jazz stardom came about after the jazz great Dizzy Gillespie heard her perform as a student at SMU, Southern Methodist University. Dizzy encouraged her to move to New York City, where her musical talent could be discovered. Taking that advice, Bobbi soon became a regular performer at the Apollo Theater. As the saying goes, the rest is history. Bobbi's hard work paved the way for her to become the first female musician to sign a recording contract with the iconic Blue Note Records in 1971. And she's still making music today. Bobbi, you became a pioneer for women in the jazz industry, a male-dominated industry. How did you survive it, and how did you succeed?
Of all the things that I've been blessed with a good heart and an eagerness, and to keep, after all these years, an enthusiasm about what I do.
Like her home state of Texas, Bobbi is big in heart, living with big faith and big dreams.
I believe that we're all blessed with so many talents, but there's one thing that you do better than anyone else, that you're not even competing, you're just fulfilling your mission. And really it's almost missionary work.
After releasing successful jazz classics like Harlem River Drive, Bobbi's star began to rise, drawing praise from the likes of Elton John, the late Marvin Gaye, and Andy Warhol. But her most ardent support came from the legendary Stevie Wonder, who invited her to play on one of his most successful albums.
And he invited me to play on his iconic album, Songs in the Key of Life, in 1976. That's me playing on Another Star, the flute solo. And he's invited me to play so many places with him. He just has a good heart.
While Bobbi has enjoyed performing around the world, she did not like the business side of music. She learned it can be very cutthroat, especially when you're a woman dealing in a man's world. So, after going through some tough legal battles with 2 record companies, Bobbi eventually created her own record label, Paradise Sound. The move enables her to have total control of her music and intellectual property like poems and photography.
The record industry has certainly changed, you know, when you get burned, but even market-wise, it's different. So I'm an analog girl living in a digital world, and I had to adjust because you know why the dinosaur disappeared.
For more than 40 years, Bobbi Humphrey has been adapting and inspiring millions of people with her music, and in her own way, becoming like the Pied Piper of the American dream.
The legacy that I want to pass on is one of love. Love one another and love what you do, and try to motivate, agitate, and also be a person who made a difference.
And she is making a difference. Her latest project, by the way, Julie, is Passion Flute.
That is awesome.
She has a lot of passion.
And she's been playing the flute for how long?
40 years.
40 years.
Professionally.
That's about how long you've been singing, I think, right? You guys should do a duet together.
Tell my age, but yeah, that's about